What is going on out there? Flipped Lifestyle Universe. Shane Sams here from the Flipped Lifestyle Podcast and flippedlifestyle.com. I am broadcasting in two different places right now. So I'm going to be looking back and forth at this camera and then this camera. And this camera, I'm on Facebook Live and I'm on YouTube Live. Right now, I was actually just in the Flip Your Life community and I was answering questions for our Flip Your Life members. Love to do that. We get a lot of questions inside the Flip Your Life community. And Jocelyn and I get in there and answers tons of those questions. And I was reading one of those questions just a few minutes ago, and I got a little hot. I got a little bothered. I got a little kind of mad because it was a really frustrating question from one of our members. And I know that there is a fear here. There is a mindset issue that is holding this member back. So what we do is we like to record a lot of our answers for our community members inside of the Flip Your Life community. So I decided to fire up a video here. Going to share this in the forums with them later, but I wanted to go ahead and address this one on a video for them. Okay. So I'm going to read the question from the community forums right now, and then I'm going to comment on it a little bit. Okay. Let me mute myself here because I think my audio is working. Okay. All right. So Suzie, a real Flip Your Life member inside of the Flip Your Life community, writes today, I have used Mailchimp for 5 years. Here recently, they have totally changed their pricing structure. In order to continue to use automated sequences, I will have to graduate from the free account to $50 a month. Okay. No sugar is coming on this one. Okay. All right. So let me just recap. 5 years, still on the free plan. Mad because they're upgrading for $50 a month. In all capital letters, not excited about this change. Color me frustrated. I could use some words of encouragement and wisdom right now. Also, I'd like to hear your own experiences and recommendation with other email marketing services. I know Aweber is a popular one that Shane and Jocelyn started with. What else is free out there these days that is working, that is worth taking a look at? Okay, so let's first break this down a little bit. All right. Number one, the question at first glance is about email marketing, right? Like that's what it's about. It's about the email marketing services she's using. But the real problem is the mindset that Suzie is addressing this problem with. Number one, she's been working with a free tool for almost 5 years, right? And now she's not invested. She's not went out and bought a better tool to do better email marketing, to have better sequences, to grow her list to bigger areas. And this is a common theme that we see with a lot of beginners out there is they go into online marketing and they want to do everything for free, all the free tools, don't want to invest in their business, don't want to invest in themselves, don't want to invest in the family's future because it is scary at first, right? It does cost money to do some of these things. It does take a little sacrifice in the old budget to be able to go out and buy the advanced plan of Mailchimp or the better program to do what you need to do. But when I read this, it just blew my mind that not that she was mad that she was going to have to upgrade her program and have to pay money to do so, but that she'd been stuck in this rut of this free thing for 5 years while she was building her list. And that she had never thought to invest in herself, never thought to invest in her family's future, never thought to invest in her business and her list to make it grow. Okay. So I got a couple of things that I want to say about this mindset. I consider this the poor mindset versus the wealthy mindset, right? The poor mindset says, oh, I can't afford that. I can't afford to invest in my business. What if I don't get any money back? What if I don't have ROI? The wealthy mindset says, ooh, that's going to be $50. How can I afford that? How can I go out and make this happen so I can use the better tool, so I can have the better success, so I can have more people on my email list? I want to upgrade my plan. That means I got more leads. That's our mindset. Like, oh man, the next tier is $1,000 a month. Sweet. How can we get there as fast as possible? Because with more leads, we're going to make more money. It's not about I can't afford it. It's how can I afford it? Right? When Jocelyn and I first started our online business, we couldn't afford it. There was no money at the end of the month in our budget. We were school teachers in Southeast Kentucky. How could we have possibly afforded to invest into our business and do the things that we needed to do to make it happen? We didn't have the money, so we had to make it happen. We sold everything that wasn't nailed down, and the only reason we didn't sell off the kids is because we couldn't catch them because they were so fast. right? But we had to find the money to make it happen, to upgrade our email marketing. When we got to 1,000 emails, yeah, we had to figure out how to find $50 instead of looking for a new free tool to go out and make it happen. And that's what you have to do if you're ever going to succeed. You can't survive on free tools forever. You can't do it. You can't walk into the grocery store and live on samples. Sooner or later, you got to go fill up your buggy and you got to go take it to the register and you got to pay for your groceries, right? You got to do it. You can't do that. You can't just walk in and be like, oh, the sausage is on. I'll try that. Oh, sweet. I'm out. That's not how it works. You got to find the way to invest in your business. You've got to look at something and stop saying, Suzie, oh, I'm so frustrated that they're going to make me pay for this. And you got to say, no, I'm going to create a product and I'm going to sell it and I'm going to have plenty of money to pay for it. And I'm going to be able to upgrade it the next tier, the next tier, and the next tier, because I know that will eventually help my business grow and keep making more money. And sometimes you got to let go of things that matter. I had a book when we first started out, and it was my favorite author. Okay. And I actually went and waited in line for hours and hours one time to have this autographed, or this book autographed by my favorite author. And when we were getting ready to start our first websites, I needed $100 to buy hosting for the year. I had to buy the year plan so I could save a little money over the long term, but I couldn't afford it. There was not $100 in my budget. But I looked on eBay and I realized that people were buying this specific book for between $100 and $200 if it was autographed by the author. Now, this guy who signed this book for me was dead. Like, he had died in between the time I got it autographed and the time that I was starting my online business. So basically, if I sold this book, I wouldn't have a book with his autograph on it that I stood in line with and got the picture with him and all of that. Like, I would have to let this go, a piece of my past, to create a better future for my family. And I did. I sold it and I invested in good hosting so that I could start my business. And look what happened next. We built a business. We quit our jobs. Now we do whatever we want. We live the life of our dreams. I'll go buy 100 of those books if I wanted to. Right now on eBay, I could probably go find that one and buy it back for 10 times what I paid for it, because I put it in then. I had a wealthy mindset, not a poor mindset that held me back, right? You can't survive on free tools forever. And if you're sitting there and you've been using this free tool for 5 years and you've not made enough money yet, you're not doing something right. You need to make that happen. You got to spend money to make money, y'all. That is the truth. That is not just a saying. That is not just something that people out there are like, oh, you got to do it. You got to do it. No, you got to actually do that. Sooner or later, you're going to have to invest in yourself. You're going to have to upgrade your tools. And I'll tell you this, and this is a hard truth that a lot of people won't say to you in the online business world. But if you won't bet on yourself, then nobody else that you're trying to sell to will bet on you either. If you won't go find a way to put $50 into a tool to upgrade it, well, guess what? Nobody's going to pay you $50 to buy that product, because if you don't believe in it more than that, they will never believe in it enough to purchase your product, to purchase your service. It's just not going to happen. Okay. So my answer to this question is not, well, here's another great tool. Here's another great email marketing program. You should switch to this. My answer is, go find $50 and upgrade the plan. Don't switch to something else. Make it happen. Don't say, oh, I'm frustrated, I can't afford that. Get fired up and ask yourself, how can I afford that? I don't care what you got to give up to make a better future happen. Give it up and make a better future happen. Have a wealthy mindset and stop having a poor mindset. Y'all with me? I see a lot of people commenting on Facebook. See a bunch of people over here on YouTube commenting too. I see some people agreeing in the house. And I know that a lot of you guys out there and girls are listening to this and you're saying, I just can't afford it. I don't have money in my budget. You got something in your house that you can let go of so that you can get more later. You do. You really do. I've got a buddy who I just went on a mastermind with. He's got a very successful business. He's making bank. He lives on a golf course, just installed a sweet pool last year. Awesome stuff. You know what he did to start his online business? He went and got a pizza route. That's what he did. He went and delivered pizzas 2 nights a week so that he could buy hosting, so he could afford coaching, so he could upgrade his email marketing plan. right? 2 nights a week he drove and he made tips on pizzas. He put that money right back into his online business and he made hundreds of thousands of dollars because he made the sacrifice. And he said to himself, how can I afford that? And that's what you've got to do too. Okay. All right. That was a great question inside of the Flip Your Life community. Love recording these videos. I'm going to take this link. I'm going to post it into that forum post so that Susie's got an answer to her question next time she logs in. We would love to help you start, build, and grow your online business too. We'd love to answer your questions in our forums. We'd love to see you on our next member call so that we can answer your questions live and you don't have to be frustrated and you don't have to worry about where you're going to find your answers, and you can get ideas on what you need to do next. So if you would love to be a member of the Flip Your Life community, if you've never looked at it, if you've not done it yet, go make it happen at flippedlifestyle.com/flipyourlife. I will drop a link to that in the comments of both of these videos on Facebook and YouTube. And we would love to have you inside the community. Who knows, maybe my next video will be answering your question and helping you get past that thing that's holding you back. So have a great evening. Get out there, do whatever it takes. Till I'll see you next time, and flip your life. Have a wealthy mindset. Invest in yourself. Make it happen.